Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I thank you guys for joining me today on these upcycled pieces. I am Emily Vasquez and you have landed on Emily's Upcycled Home. And if you like upcycled items, if you like thrifted finds, if you like a little bit of vintage going on, rustic, shabby chic, French country, all the good stuff, you have landed on the right channel. So I thank you guys for joining me. I'll have my links all down in the comments or in the description of the products I use. Follow me over on my Facebook business page under Emily's Upcycled Home. I post reels, updates, before and after pictures. That's where I go live every Friday. I'm still working on the time. Sometimes it's hit and miss at 9 a.m. in the morning, but we're gonna see what time works for us here. As well as any of the products that I use as far as IOD, Fusion, Dixie Belle products. I'll have all that description with my affiliate link down in the description. And what else do I have? I don't know what else I have. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Project number 1. I am taking this basket here that I got off of Whatnot, and I am going to cut it and make 2 separate pieces here for my show. And you guys, my videos are coming after my show, so by the time you see these, my show for this has already passed. You know, things happen faster in the real world than on here on the YouTube, trying to edit and put videos out. So I'm just editing, putting them out, and then I apologize if they're coming in late so that you guys don't get that opportunity. But like I said, Whatnot shows are every Wednesday at 9 a.m. So catch me over there, and I guess you'll be surprised on what I have up for sale. So I'm coming in, and you saw that I separated the 2 baskets because I'm going to make 2 different pieces here. I am thinking for profit here, even though it's going on my auction, and hopefully, crossing my fingers, people want it and they bid, and it goes up to a good price for me. Now, if you see that bottom part right there has a hole, so I thought I'd just bring in some material here. This has a little pink kind of strawberries on it. I'm going to cut this fabric, patch this hole up in the front, and then I'm also going to put a patch up on the back. And there's nothing special about how I'm going to place this on. I'm coming in with my hot glue gun and some hot glue and attaching one side and then the other. And the show that I'm working on here is a shabby chic show. So some of these pieces are a shabby chic vibe. So let me know in the comments if you are a shabby chic person or what is your style that you prefer to purchase, decorate with, or even craft. Because a lot of my crafting things are not the same as what I decorate my house with. So just using my hot glue gun, like I said, and I'm hitting that back of the piece. Now, this one kind of stumped me a little. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to make it a tray or a shadow box. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I would have liked it better as a tray, but I went ahead and made it a little shadow box here. And I just cut a strip of that ribbon or fabric, tied a bow on here, and then I set this aside because I need to think about what I want to do next with this. And for the spray paint I used, you saw me spray paint. I just came in with whatever I had on hand, and it was a Rust-Oleum white spray paint. Now, putting that basket aside, I'm coming in with the smaller one or the top. I was just showing you how it was attached, even though you saw me take it apart. I'm just adding a strip of lace to this piece on the top, adding a bow there. And those little pieces I didn't like on there. So I went ahead and I cut the little loops that were holding them on. Because you see me trying to struggle and cut off the loop itself, but it didn't work for me. So I went in and I cut the loops that were holding it just in the back and actually left the little loops there. I added this pretty pink, peachy color. I don't know what color pink that is, but it's this pretty soft, faded out pink color. I call it a vintage pink color. Coming in with some resin mold birds from the Birdsong Mold by IOD, and attaching those pieces once again with my hot glue gun. Now my rose here looks a little naked, so I decide to come in with some greenery and add that there. And I'm trying to find a placement for this second bird, and I think I'm going to attach it there just to make it look like this is a fence and it's kind of just hanging out there. Here comes the greenery just to like perk up that little rose that's there all by its lonesome. And then what am I gonna do, you guys? It just feels empty still. So I still thinking in my brain, like, what do I do? And I think I just come in here with a vintage, like, this is just a vintage piece of paper that has like a receipt tag to it. I go ahead and add that in there. And then my hot glue gun finally was hot enough to use. And I go ahead and attach that little bird on the corner. And I like the white from the resin casting. I didn't do anything extra to the birds, just kind of glued them in there. And coming in with a little bit embellishment on that lace bow with a paper tag here. Tying that bow. And then I think it needs a little bit more layering here. So I have this cardstock piece from my junk journaling supplies, and I'm trimming it to whatever size I want it to be. And I'm just going to add that in there just to give it that little pop of floral, a little bit more shabby chic in this piece, and a little color too. So this piece is finished, a simple upcycle. So on the second piece, I added this rabbit here. Once again, a resin casting, that same rose, that same greenery. And I'm tying another ribbon here with that fabric that I ripped that is matching the top of the handle there, and our little patch here. Now, this is fast drying resin that I get off my, Julie's site, Julie's Designs and Signs, and you can use my affiliate link to purchase that. As far as the rabbit molding is concerned, I use this molding here by Redesign by Prima. I did get mine off of Etsy, but you can go ahead and purchase it wherever you want. I think Upcycled Bree has it, but you know, it's up to you where you want to purchase that. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into project number 2. And that is a figure here of angels holding up something. And I'm coming in with Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color Fluff here. And this is a really good thick chalk paint. As you see, as I put it on, you're going to see that it has a pretty good coverage. But I'm going to go in with a second coat here. And this is not going to be up for sale. This goes into my bathroom. I had it sitting there forever, and it's time for me to go ahead and paint it up because when I bought it, that was my original plan here, and to just put a green little orb on the top and put that into my bathroom. Now, I'm coming in with the fluff color and giving it a full coat here off camera just so I don't bore you guys. I'll come in with that second coat of paint and let that all thoroughly dry. What do you guys decorate your bathroom with? Mine obviously has statues and angels and grays and white, so that's my theme in my bathroom. So here is our piece completely dry, and I let it actually dry overnight, you guys. Shocker, right? Because usually I'm dealing with wet paint and messing up my pieces. I come in with just a wet rag and distress this piece with the wet distress technique. Now, because it stayed overnight, it's giving me a little trouble with it coming off so easily. And then I seal it all with a Rust-Oleum top coat here. Have you guys heard of Whatnot? If you guys have not heard of Whatnot, Whatnot is a selling platform, auction style live selling platform. And I sell over there every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Some of the goodies that I make here and some other pieces also. So I have that link in the description. Go ahead and follow me over there. I have some shows bookmarked, and I hope you guys stop by and join the fun and the sales. Jumping into project number 3. So for this project, we just have this little wood piece. I guess it's just something I found in my stash. I'm going to come in with that same chalk mineral paint by Dixie Belle in the color Fluff. Give this little wood piece 2 coats of that paint, and I'm going to add that to a top. I'm going to add a top piece on that I also found in my stash laying around. Remember, I'm still going through my stash, shopping a little bit here and there on whatnot, but still trying to get through my hoard. It is getting smaller and smaller, you guys. So thank you guys for your purchases and helping me out get my house back in order. So this is the piece that I have, and I think I had it on a stand for Christmas, and I found it way back in my closet. I had 3 of them, 2 of them sold, but I'm just going to come in with this little piece of cardstock that I have with a little shabby chic tee picture. Now the thing with this picture is that I had some white paint on my brush, so it's not going to fully show up. It's going to be a little bit muted, just like it is now, maybe a little less. So I think I might come in and just add a little hook there so that you can clip a picture and let that just be the background. And of course, coming in with that greenery just to like hide all that glue mess on the top that I had from whatever else I had on here before, and coming in with the bottom half. And I've looked through my stash and I found this little rose that's gonna fit perfectly in the top corner here. Now the back I need to touch up a little bit. There's a little bit of glue mess, it looks like, but this is the top to this little base that I'm going to add. Now I come in and drill a hole here on the bottom lattice part and add my screw in here, but the screw itself was not thick enough. It kind of just gonna act like a little bit of a peg holder here, and you're gonna see me come in with my hot glue gun and secure that in. Now, if I find a different screw, I might just go ahead and add a longer screw in there just to give me peace of mind. But for video's sake here, I'm going to go in with my hot glue gun and hit all around the edges here and reinforce that hold. I'm going to hold this in place as that hot glue dries so that I get a firm seal here, because I don't want it to wobble. I want it to sit a certain way. So I'm trying to get that effect that I want in making this piece. Come in and paint up that glue and that little nail. And then we're just going to jump into project number 4, which is this little stand halfway done. I found it in my stash again, and I found this little pot here. I'm coming in with E6000 as well as some hot glue to reinforce that hold as I place that pot up onto our stand here. Now, I didn't think I was going to paint the pot and the stand. I thought I was just going to leave everything like that, but I decided to go ahead and paint it. I come in with that same chalk mineral paint in the color Fluff and hit this with 2 coats. I come in on this piece after the 2 coats and I go ahead and distress it using a 220 grit sandpaper here. I distress the bottom as well, exposing those wood tones. And then I'm just going to wipe off all the little dust particles here. And I'm going to prep this piece here with just some DIY top coat, because I'm going to add some transfers here just to this top piece, and the rest I will seal with some DIY wax. But you want to prep it so that your transfer sticks. And after this dries, I went in with just a lemon transfer that I had from a discontinued IOD product here, and I added some little lemons. Threw you guys off your game a little bit, huh? But here you go. Here are the finished looks. So what did we think about the projects? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell for more DIY videos, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye guys.